Look what the cat dragged in.
Two cats. Took two cats.
This is, it took both of us cats to drag you in.
Hello.
It's very exciting to have Larry Emder on the desk. Do you know how long it's been? We went through the archives.
How long? Is this a guessing game? Is this a Price of Right guessing game?
Yes.
Higher, lower? How long?
11 years.
Really?
Okay, have a look. This is what was happening 11 years ago when you hosted with me on this program.
Okay.
Plus, Plastic Fantastic, the man who spent more than $100,000 to look like a Ken doll. And coffee machine cuisine, from eggs, bacon and even cakes. We meet the woman who cooks everything in her coffee pot. That is all ahead as Weekend Sunrise begins right now.
And now I look like that guy.
Like that?
Yeah. I've had some work.
No, so, I mean, is that what's brought you back, the fact that we may well be revisiting the woman that cooks everything in her coffee pot?
Yes. I understand you do the big stories here, and I just want to be part of that.
Yes.
I want to be part of it.
You're in the big league.
Part of it.
But I also noticed, too, you've got, like, the Mont Blanc pen. You've got the fancy pen. I've got the one they give away. Oh, here we go.
Oh, there we are.
Oh, what's that?
Whoa, is that a look at you? You didn't bother shaving last time.
No, was it?
Look at how much hair. You both had. Oh, my
look at that. In Martin Place.
It's always about the hair, isn't it?
It's always about the hair.
Look back.
Well, it is for me. I don't know about you guys.
No, it's...
You got the fancy, expensive pen. Look what they give the guest host. No. The one that they give to people at the Royal Easter Show.
No, that's work experience.
It's a work experience.
What that is. I've got the... Fancy.
Anyway, I get to do this on the desk.
Welcome.
Oh, it's so good to see you.
It is so good to see you this morning, and for you as well. Thanks so much for being with us. And we begin with breaking news. 3 people are dead after a frightening collision between 2 cars in Sydney's south. Let's go live now to reporter Jake Lyle, who's there at the scene. Jake, morning to you. So take us through what happened here.
Yeah, morning, Mon. Look, just horrific scenes here in Sydney's south this morning, which police are still trying to piece together as we speak. I'll just show you the scene right now. You can see police are still investigating the nature of this crash. Those 2 cars still on the road. What we do know, though, is that 3 people have lost their lives in this head-on collision between these 2 cars. Now, the nature of that collision is still under investigation, but you can see the speed and force of that impact has left one of those cars still on its roof. And then earlier up on the road, you can see the other car, the blue Toyota Camry as well. Now, we believe potentially at one point this white sedan has crossed over the barrier, separating the 2 lanes and landed on that second car, causing that collision. But again, police are still on the scene investigating. The impact involved a male driver driving that white Audi sedan and a driver and passenger in that blue Toyota Camry. At this stage, all of them are yet to be formally identified, but police are asking anyone who may have been driving past at the time if they have any dash cam footage to send it through. And there are obviously major traffic delays here at Rocky Point Road at the Captain Cook Bridge. Mon?
Yeah, Jake, it just looks like a mangled mess behind you. All right, how horrific. Thank you. Here's Larry.
Mon, thank you. The scandal surrounding former Royal Andrew Mountbatten Windsor has now expanded to include possible sex crimes. Let's go live to Europe correspondent Isabel Mullen now. Izzy, hi. What are police saying about their investigation?
Larry, good morning. You really get the sense here in London that they are broadening this investigation. They want more witnesses and more alleged victims to come forward. Former Prince Andrew is now accused of sexual offences as well as that misconduct in public office. It's being treated as a trafficking investigation. Amid those allegations, that convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein sent a woman to stay with the King's brother at the Royal Lodge back in 2010. Allegations that the former prince strenuously denies. Police, they have to get enough evidence together to convince the courts that they can take this to trial. We did see Prince William out and about today in regional England. He didn't acknowledge this deepening scandal. Now, we should note that the former prince, he has never been charged. If this does make its way to the court, he faces a maximum penalty of life in prison. Larry.
All right, Izzy, thanks for that. Let's get some more news now, and here's Sally.
In breaking news this morning, the head of US intelligence is the latest high-ranking official to leave the Trump administration. Tulsi Gabbard has served as Donald Trump's Director of National Intelligence since his re-election. But a short time ago, Ms Gabbard announced she's quitting to care for her husband, who was recently diagnosed with bone cancer. Donald Trump has paid tribute, saying Tulsi has done an incredible job and that they will miss her. Federal authorities are preparing for a new group of ISIS brides and their children to fly back to Australia. 7 women and 14 children have left the Al Roj camp and are now reportedly in Damascus. It's believed that's where they'll get flights home. The government says they have the legal right to return, but will be subject to the full force of the law upon their arrival. Police in Sydney fear the city's underworld could soon explode following the murder of a gang kingpin in Vietnam. Lorenzo Lamalu was gunned down at a restaurant in Ho Chi Minh City on Thursday night. He is thought to be the mastermind behind the so-called coconut cartel.
Just because they're overseas doesn't mean they're immune from, being assassinated or being murdered.
The cartel declared war on the rival Al-Medine gang earlier this year. Lifeguards are warning Queensland beachgoers to take care. There are huge waves hitting the coast there this weekend. Let's go live to our reporter, Nats Levy in Brisbane. Nats, beaches, they're closed there today?
Well, Sally, that call will be made at 8 o'clock this morning by lifeguards whether our beaches stay open for today. And we are expecting some glorious weather here in the southeast of Queensland in particular. And this is largely due to a low sitting in the Tasman Sea. Now, that same low is also creating hazardous conditions and massive swell for the coastline. There are 2 particular warnings in place. One extends the entire eastern coastline of Australia, and that's for dangerous swell. The other is for damaging surf and coastal erosion, and that warning extends from the Northern Gurry right through to Byron Bay in New South Wales. And we have seen some swell offshore recorded measuring up to 6 metres. So though the waves and the surf might look very attractive to surfers, swimmers are being advised to stay out of the water and pay attention to any safety notices that are issued. Sally.
All right, thanks for that, Nats.